I didn't grow up with my parents when I was younger.
Yes.
My mom put me in another family and I was never really happy about that.
Why do you think she put you in another family?
She felt like, oh, Faith is a very interesting kid.
You were a stubborn child.
She felt like they could have handled me better and I need more hands on deck to take care of Faith. Because of the economic problems we have in Nigeria, we eat a lot of low value food.
Akara might be a low value food for you, but me, it's high value.
Okay. From even suya.
Suya!
Suya is carcinogenic and that thing is toxic to you. It's very bad for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the biggest finale of the year. Two culinary giants, one bottle of PowerOil, one title on the line, the PowerOil Certified MasterChef Challenge.
Oh, what a move! He slices past the peppers. Beautiful control. Look at that knife work. Because here, it's not just the cooking, it's the crowd behind you. And the fans are pouring in behind him. The votes are climbing.
Now that was the opening fixture. The real tournament, it's open to every kitchen in Nigeria. You think you can do better? Be your own master chef. Record yourself cooking with PowerOil. Upload your video, share your link, get votes. Cook your match. Rally your fans.
Climb the leaderboard. Scan now and enter the PowerOil Certified MasterChef Challenge.
PowerOil, hey, PowerOil.
He took a 5 million naira loan. His parents said no to Big Brother, but he went anyway. Just 3 days before a 150 million naira finale, Big Brother sent him home. Most people would disappear after that, but Faith Adewale did not. Instead, he picked up a camera, made a video that same day and said, "I'm ready to make magic." This is a conversation about pressure, purpose, resilience, and what it truly means to be built different. Doctor, creator, poet, and one of the most talked about names from Big Brother Naija Season 10, Faith Adewale is here to spill. Welcome to the Spills and Thrills Show. My name is Konyisola Olukoya.
Hey, so you are crying, but you're not even his girlfriend.
Is it time for questions? Can't you wait?
He must really like I'm a ball.
Is this how you people start a show?
Everybody relax.
The Spills and Thrills show starts now. This episode is proudly sponsored by PowerOil.
All right, and you're locked into the Spills and Thrills show on your number one lifestyle station, CT 1051 FM. I am your host, Konyisola Olukoya, the global media girl, coming to you live on CT 1051 FM. Like I said, now if you're already following me online, you know what today is. You already know that I'm sitting across or beside a superstar right now, and we've all been waiting for this moment. If you're just tuning in for the first time, welcome. You picked the right day to join us on air, and trust me, you do not want to change that dial for even 1 minute. Today we're going to have the spills, the thrills, and a guest who has a lot to say in 30 minutes. And we have a lot to say, and I don't know how we're going to do this, but we are going to try our best. But first, follow me on all social media platforms so you do not miss out on any updates at all at Konyisola_Olukoya, and follow the show at Spills and Thrills Show. And if you're sleeping on our YouTube page, today you wake up and subscribe to the Spills and Thrills Show on YouTube. Now, my guest today is someone very special. He walked into a house with 25 strangers, 5 million naira loan, and a mother who was praying against him going into that house. And yet, he became the most influential housemate on Big Brother Naija Season 10. But before that, at 18 years old, he became Snapchat's first ever official Nigerian lens creator. He's built augmented reality experiences that artists like Ladipo and Mr. Easy have used. He has also written over 500 poems. I saw this somewhere. He designed clothes and sold out. He has stood in an operating theater and helped save a mother and her newborn in a high-risk surgery. He was disqualified 3 days before a 150 million naira finale, and instead of disappearing or getting depressed, he came out and said, "I am ready to make magic." That tells you everything you need to know about the person that I'm sitting with today. He's the king of faithfuls. He's a doctor, creator, poet, survivor, the one and only Faith Adewale. Hi, Faith.
I'm chill. I'm cool. That was a very interesting intro. I love that. Thank you.
I love your Faith.
My head is
it's
here
solid.
right now.
It's solid. I love it. I love it. Faith.
Yeah.
first of all, happy birthday in advance. Your birthday's in a few days.
Yeah,
Happy
thank
birthday! Do you get birthday blues like the rest of us? Or, I mean, King of Faithfuls doesn't do that.
Okay, so typically, I usually zero my mind on my birthdays. I have no expectations.
Okay.
Because I think I was disappointed a lot about my birthdays when I was a child. So I just zeroed my mind on birthdays. But I have a feeling this birthday is going to be very interesting.
Very interesting. So you've never celebrated your birthday as a, like...
Not really. I've actually never done it. Okay, I did for my first birthday. I have pictures of that. my parents made me a cake that had footballers on it.
Aww.
And it was really pretty. But then since then, I haven't ever really done a birthday thing.
I don't think I've heard you talk about football. Now that you just mentioned football, do you watch football?
Surprisingly, no, I don't. I don't watch football.
All right, Faith. Now let's go back to March 25th, 2025. Now I'm going to read something I saw online where you said your world flipped upside down, and that was because you took a 5 million naira loan to get into the Big Brother house. Faith, walk us through that. Walk us through that.
So I think there's a misconception. I didn't take the loan to get into the house.
Okay.
So I took the loan. You're already in the house, but there are things you need to do before you get, like, you need to do photo shoots. You need to get some clothes. You need to maybe have like a media. That's what takes a lot of the money, actually. You need to have a handler. You need to have some sort of management. And my parents were totally against it. So I couldn't get any support from them. I was, a junior doctor. So you can't really muster 5 million out of the air. So I had to take the loan. And it was just a way to lay the foundation for my participation. So it's like I had already been auditioned, and they're like, oh, you're going in. But then we advise you to prepare this down. So that was for.
Amazing. And you saying that you're a junior doctor makes me remember the person you highlighted. I think her name is Dr. Sylvia.
Oh, yeah.
That said, Faith, you look good on Big Brother. And that kind of like, I want you to tell us, all about that. But before you do, most Nigerians, they think that for you to get on Big Brother, you have to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody before you get into the house, and that the audition process itself is like a marketing scheme. I've heard people say this over and over again. So this isn't even hearsay. I've heard it, what was the process like for you? Did you know somebody or,
I'll tell you something for free. I don't know anybody. And it's a problem I still have in the industry because I don't know a lot of people in the industry. I knew no one. Mind you, I had been in Georgia for 8 years. So there was no way I could have known the people that were doing the whole thing. And I auditioned for fun. So because I could get in there, I don't know if they have anything shady going on in the background. I'm not privy to that. But I was auditioned fairly. I watched people audition and I was picked. I went through like 7 to 8 different steps to get to the final stage. And in fact, I saw people that they made it to the 7th
7 to 8?
Yeah, there are multiple stages.
Oh my God. I thought it was like maybe 3.
Oh no, there are like 8 stages. And I scaled through every single one. So
this
real.
This 8 steps, what were you doing?
Okay, so you have the general audition.
Okay.
You go there, there's like maybe like 10,000 people. They put you, maybe like 5,000 people.
Okay.
They put like 10 of you in a room. They make you introduce yourself. What they're looking for is people that stand out. Verbally and physically. Something about you has to stand out. Then from there, the next audition phase kind of figures out your behavior. Then the next thing they do is they give you, in my case, they give us an object and you were supposed to tell a story about the object. And I think what they were testing for there was improvisation. Because on reality TV, you need to be able to make entertainment from the things that are around you. So if you can tell a story from this mouse, well, you can tell a story from a pot in the house. So I think that's what they were checking for there. And from there, you do psychological tests, you do health tests, you do a producer test. So the producers also, you don't know they're producers yet. Okay. It was later I found out they're producers. Okay. So they do a test for you to, I think they check for like, your past history, if you've been in jail before. Okay. The naughty things you've done, just to find how entertaining and if you're a risk for the show. Okay. That kind of thing. So that way they can quantify, the people on the show and stuff. That's the audition process is interesting. In fact, they do a background check too. So they get like people in your life, they ask questions about you. It's thorough. It's very thorough.
Very thorough. Well done. I mean, you scaled through that. Thank you for, shedding light on that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to something you said in the house. about you hating your mom. When you said that, I mean, everybody went crazy, literally. How will you say you hate your mom and all of that? But away from that noise, right? How did your mom feel? And have you tried to rectify that?
Oh yeah, I made a whole YouTube video with her after this, and I think people misconstrued that situation.
Okay.
It's very. I use the word hate a lot. I could say, "Oh, I hate my car," or "I hate this jacket." It's just something I say. I should have said maybe it was a misused word. It was just a situation of, oh, there were things in my past. For example, I didn't grow up with my parents when I was younger.
Yes.
My mom put me in another family, and I was never really happy about that. So,
why do you think she put you in another family?
She felt like they could have handled me better.
You were a stubborn child.
So she felt like, oh, Faith is a very, very interesting kid, and I need more hands on deck to take care of Faith. So she put me in another family, and they were like, please take care of Faith. The dad was a soldier. The mom was there. So she really wanted me to have my things together. So now I understand why she did that. But I want you to picture what that's like to a 9-year-old kid. Obviously, you would not like that. So I hated that experience. And that was the story I was telling when they just... Another problem I have with reality TV is people clip a part of it, and then that part goes viral, and they miss out on all the context that led to that part. So always try and get full context. But I don't hate my mom. I love my mom.
All right. Speaking about your mom, I know that your parents are religious.
Yeah.
They're Christians,
Yeah.
and of course they didn't want you to go to the Big Brother house at the time. So I want to now ask you, as a Christian, do you think that? And I think this is a question most Muslims and Christians even have.
Yeah.
Do you think that as a person of faith, when you go to the Big Brother house, your faith has been compromised already, or can the show actually produce?
I think it would be very myopic of us to believe that, because you are a faith-based person, you can't do the show.
Did you not get the whole? You're a Christian. You went to Big Brother house. You didn't get that.
But I did. But then that's the irony of it. In fact, you should be there because you're a Christian. Because how can the world see an example of a faith-based person if you don't choose to go in there? How do you share that light? Like, how do you show that, okay, you can be this, you can be that, and still tell the story of the faith that you have, and still tell the story of, oh, I can still be entertaining, I can still be useful, I can still make impact, even if I'm a faith-based person. And it doesn't have to, so that's the irony I always have about that conversation. Instead of judging and secluding yourselves, the best way to market a product is to go into every target market. I'm not saying marketing religion, but the best way to push the gospel is to go into whatever you need to go to. So I think people more Christians should audition for the show. Maybe you can rewrite what the show is about. More professionals should audition for the show. More doctors, more lawyers, more engineers. Put yourselves out there. So yeah.
All right. I am going to quickly go to this because of our time.
Yeah.
You during the show you sought for mental health, help.
I asked for a therapist.
Asked for a therapist.
Yeah.
Right. And you're a medical doctor. What was the breaking point for you? What made you realize that, you know what, I need a therapist at this point? Is it that or at some point it got toxic for you, for you to need that, or what happened?
So as time goes on in the house, you start to realize that you can't really everybody's playing a game. I think that's also one of the faults, that the mistakes I made in the house, in the sense that I went there as, okay, I'm just leaving. I wasn't playing the game with it. I was leaving. I was literally just living in normal life. But majority of the people went in there playing a character. And it got to a point where I was starting to get confused, because in my mind I was like, I can't trust any of you, because all of you are playing. I would see this person as this, and then I would literally watch them morph into something. I'm like, I can't, what is going on here? So over time, I asked for a therapist 3-4 times, multiple times. And the reason for that was, you need to have a confidant, someone you can speak to, someone you could have. And that's the thing about therapy. Therapy doesn't mean there's a problem. Sometimes therapy can be preventive. Healthcare, mental wellness doesn't have to be fixing a problem. You can prevent problems. And the idea is you speak to a professional and they're able to bring you back to base. That's what I needed then. I just needed something to bring me back to base. In a world where living in isolation there's a reason why they put prisoners in isolation. it does very, very terrible things to your mind. So the idea was to bring me back to base, but they never gave me the therapist, which I'm not happy about, by the way, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the faithfuls. I love that you said, you didn't have a game plan. You just went in as faith, and of course you got a whole fan base,
True.
the Oba of your, of your town came out to support you. You made a whole video, and that was very inspiring. But now let's talk about the faithfuls, because they were behind you through it all. Even during the eviction process, everybody had a lot to say, but faithfuls were still behind you, right? And you also owned up to your part, and that's something I really respect, about you. When you came out of the house and you saw the scale of your fan base, how did that make you feel? And how is it now with the faithfuls? What do you have to say to them too?
Okay, so the feeling I had when I came out of the house was shock. Because I never had that idea that I had such an army out there rooting for me, like real people that wanted to see Faith succeed. And it goes beyond the show, by the way. Like it's not just about the show. Like, these people actually want Faith to win in real life, and I will always be incredibly grateful for that. I'm serious, because it's not, humanity is very hard. Do you know what it takes for people to take time out of their own life to root for you positively? I don't take it for granted at all. And the second question you asked,
and what do you have to say to them?
Oh,
and who came up with faithfuls, by the way?
Before I went into the house, I gave them a list of names, and faithfuls was one of the ones that so it just made sense to use it. So there was Faith Army, there was faithfuls, but I'm really happy. You know why I like it?
Why do you like it?
I like it because the name actually describes them. They're faithful.
Aww.
I'm serious. Like, see, look, it's not about, some people have a million people behind them, but they fizzle out. I have a small family behind me, and I love them to death. I call them my family because the faithfuls have always been there. They've always been incredible. They don't waver, they don't shake, they don't, even after the disqualification, they were still behind me.
you.
And I think the name perfectly describes them. So I'm always grateful for them. I will always, and I always tell myself, I live every day trying to prove to them that they didn't make a mistake. And I will do that. Like, I hope someday I get to a point where I can say I've proven to the faithfuls that they didn't make a mistake in supporting me. So I love the faithfuls. I love you so much. You're the best thing to ever happen today.
Oh, no, this was sweet. This was really sweet. I'm going to ask you now, because you're a medical doctor, and some of the brands I've seen you work with are, health brands. Is that intentional? And do you think that is going to restrict your growth as, as an influencer? I wanted to say creator, but I wanted to be short. But as a creator, do you think that is going to, an influencer, do you think that is going to restrict your growth as well?
So I have a personal mantra that whatever I do has to leave a positive impact in people's lives. So whether it's something that I'm making, whether it's something I'm supporting, I respect my audience. The faithfuls mean so much to me, and I would never push something to them that I don't believe in. So for example, you say healthcare, and that's because I believe in healthcare. I believe in wellness. I believe in things that make people feel better. I would never push something I don't believe in. So for example, I don't want to mention names, but there are things I would never do. I would never promote gambling because I don't believe in it. I don't gamble. I've seen what gambling does to people. It has ruined lives. It has destroyed families. Why would I willingly take money to promote that when I know the consequence of that? I have that responsibility to show care to my audience. And I think that's also why they respect me, because they know Faith would never promote something that would not be beneficial to us. That's something I have with them. There's trust. And it would be rude of me, it would be silly of me to break that trust for money. I believe that in the short term, yes, I have made losses. But I think in the long term, that's where I'm going to win. Because eventually, my people will find me. My opportunities will find me. My job is to just remain myself, to remain authentic to myself. And the healthcare brands, the wellness brands, things that make people feel good, that have a positive impact. So my dream goes beyond just brands. I want to work with the UN. I want to work with WHO. I want to work with, the European Union, world bodies to make
Yes.
impact in people's lives. So we're going there.
And of course, I'm rooting for you. You
Okay.
already know that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Now, speaking of caring for your fan base, for your community, your family, rather, as you'd like to call them, if there is something that Nigerians eat on a daily basis, and you genuinely wish they will stop, what are these things? Do you have them? Like, what are some things you would wish that they stop doing, for their health, and things that they just eat, that they ingest, basically?
I mean, okay, I don't want to go into specifics too,
Okay.
but at the same time, I think because of the economic problems we have in Nigeria, we eat a lot of low value food.
Oh, okay. You need to give me an example, of a
example.
low, because
Okay.
akara might be a low value food for you, but me, it's high value.
Okay. So I don't want to go into hyper specifics.
Okay.
But I think okay, you know what? Let's just go there.
Okay.
So alcohol, for example, it's not the best thing for you. Alcohol it's big in the world, but it's not the best thing for you. It has severe consequences. From even suya. Suya is carcinogenic. Yeah, it is. Plus, you know what even makes it worse? When you put the suya in newspaper, and then the ink, the heat from your suya starts to break down the chemicals in the ink in the newspaper, and that thing is toxic to you. It's very bad for you. You like suya, right?
I do. I buy it almost every night.
I like suya too, but it's not the best.
Suya and Gary, cold Gary, God, it's a match made in heaven.
We'll be fine, but at the same time, it's not just food; it's habit. So, for example, the temperature you heat your food to, the products you use to cook, the type of wares you use to cook. For example, Teflon pots, non-Teflon pots. Those things affect your health. The kind of water you drink, the kind of oil you use to cook. All these things are very, very important, because whether you believe it or not, there's a drastic difference between seed oils, non-seed oils, water. There's just so much healthcare wise that you need to pay attention to. But I also understand that the reality of being Nigerian is everybody's so busy hustling. We rarely have a time to focus on our health. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
It's one step at a time. I don't know how to reduce suya. Maybe I'll take my plates to the aboki. Aboki, I beg, put my suya for here. Put my suya, I beg. Dr. Faye don't talk, say newspaper no good. Maybe they put suya. My pigeon, is it good?
You try.
I tried.
You're better than me.
So this now, you have your gift from PowerOil, but this one is supposed to be like an extra gift if you answer my question.
Oh my God.
So this
puts me on the spot.
So this particular segment is called Take It or Risk It. So it's called How Many Power Oils Can Faith Get in 1 minute? Or 2 minutes. But how many Power Oil bottles can Faith get? Are you ready? So I'll pick a number from 1 to 10.
7.
Number 7. All right. Faith is very simple. Sell Power Oil to me in 10 seconds. Must mention health, cooking, family, or cholesterol-free benefits.
Okay, brilliant. I'm very good at it. Do I need to hold a bottle?
No, I'll open it down so you can see what you'll be missing out on.
Okay, so Power Oil, by the name, it's called Power Oil. It has all the power you need. But most importantly, I think Power Oil is a seed oil, actually. It has very low cholesterol. It's fortified. It has vitamin A. It's good for vision. It has minerals in it, does it?
You are cheating, no?
Oh, yeah. It has omega-9. No, I'm using what's in front of me. It has omega-9, and it's incredibly good for your health. And aside from that, there are a lot of oils out there that are very high in cholesterol. They try and, pack your arteries, but this is good for your arteries because it doesn't cause blockage. It doesn't cause atherosclerosis. It's something you should use. So, yes. I hope I've sold Power Oil to you.
You said atherosclerosis.
No, I said atherosclerosis.
Atherosclerosis.
Oh my God.
Because you even said atherosclerosis. Faith. All right, we'd like to say thank you. Now, this is yours. I mean, you just won this segment. Okay. I wish we had more time because you were supposed to get a chance to win everything here. It was supposed to be for you.
We tried.
We tried and you got that. But Power Oil would like to say, oh my God, it's been a long time I went to the gym. It's so
You need some Power
heavy.
Oil.
Thank you. I need some Power Oil. I really do need some Power Oil. But Power Oil is saying faith. thank you. We see you, we love you, we appreciate you, we support you. They were so excited to have you on this particular episode because of what you stand for, the values that you bring, and of course your faithfuls. So this is for you and your faithfuls on behalf of PowerOil. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Faith.
Thank you very much, Team PowerOil. This is sweet.
Thank you. All right, Faith, before you go, real quickly, I was going to ask this question. I mean, I have a lot of questions that I didn't even touch, but this one is very important. Faith Adewale, the name, the person, the brand. What do you want your legacy to be? What do you want to be known for, to be remembered for? I just want you to tell us that, as we wrap up the show. So
I think that's a very important question because it's not just going somewhere, but the mark you leave there. And I want to be known as someone that left a deliberate impact wherever I went to. I always want to be known as the guy that went somewhere and made things better. And I think that has informed all my actions since I left, as it's always informed my actions. So from doing things that impact lives positively, to charity work, to my influencing work that always leaves a positive impact, to whatever shows, because I'm working in a bunch of shows right now. Yeah. So I want to have my own show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two actually.
Two shows.
There's
okay.
one called
Where? On radio or on TV? Or YouTube channel?
UC.
Okay.
So there's one called Faith Takes Africa where I go to different African countries.
Come on.
And, we do something good there. We also tell beautiful stories about African countries, but we also highlight some problems they have. And we try and fix it with humanitarian efforts. It's like mixing entertainment and, entertainment and charity and stuff together. But it's interesting to watch. I also want to be a big voice in the healthcare space eventually. Yeah. So someday I want to have my own hospital someday. It's going to take time, but I'll get there. I also want to host stuff. I want to host events. I want to moderate panels.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
All that stuff. And then what else do I want to do? I want to do a lot. But my point is, whatever I do, wherever I touch, I always want to leave a positive impact. So that's my duty.
Mr. Positive Impact. We do love you and we're rooting for you and cheering you on. I can't wait to see your shows. Your YouTube channel, by the way, is amazing. Of course, I watched the video with your mom. I just wanted to ask that question. I watch all your videos, please. I'm a solid fan.
Thank you.
All right, and that is a wrap on today's episode of the Spills and Thrills show on City 1051 FM. Thank you so much, Faith, for coming on the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you.
This was beautiful.
Thank you. I had such a great time conversing with you.
Me too.
Thank you. All right, Faith Adewale. Of course, that was Faith. The faithfuls are definitely going to love this one. Now, listen, if you're just hearing this on radio, you are only getting a taste. The full episode, uncut, unfiltered, is coming out on YouTube this Thursday. So go and subscribe to the Spills and Thrills show on YouTube right now. Turn on your post notifications because we are coming on YouTube and Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all your favorite audio podcast platforms. A huge thank you to our sponsors, PowerOil. Follow them across all social media platforms at PowerOil NG. Healthy living starts with the everyday choices you make, just like Dr. Faith has said today. And today we know that you've learned that. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Follow the show at Spills and Thrills Show. Follow me at Koinsala_Olukoya. Follow Faith at
Faith_Adewale.
Yes, even me, I was like, is
the
it underscore? No, my name. All right, and I'll be back next week Saturday with more spills, more thrills, and another conversation you cannot wait to have or listen to. This has been the Spills and Thrills show. My name is Koinsala Olukoya. Bye. Faith, tell them bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the biggest finale of the year. Two culinary giants, one bottle of PowerOil, one title on the line, the PowerOil Certified MasterChef Challenge.
Oh, what a move! He slices past the peppers. Beautiful control. Look at that knife work. Because here, it's not just the cooking, it's the crowd behind you. And the fans are pouring in behind him. The votes are climbing.
Now that was the opening fixture. A real tournament. It's open to every kitchen in Nigeria. You think you can do better? Be your own master chef. Record yourself cooking with PowerOil. Upload your video, share your link, get votes.
Cook your match. Rally your fans.
Climb the leaderboard. Scan now and enter the PowerOil Certified MasterChef Challenge.
PowerOil, hey, PowerOil.